And usually there's a wastewater uh, bowl that's used to pass off the water. Sure, that might be better given.
Yeah.
So you always have a little something sweet to cut the bitterness of the tea. This is some very sweet apple. In Japan, there's all kinds of little candies. Again, we have a bowl made in Shigaraki, Japan by Bob Brady, a little bird piece I made. Piece by my former student Melvin. And a tea bowl that is about as fresh as you can get right out of the kiln. So, and this tea was a gift from one of my closest friends in the art world and in any world, the great painter Adam Wolpert. Brought this back from Japan. I've been saving it for a very important moment. And the bamboo whisk is designed to really froth up the tea. The infusion process is aided. The tea is just ground green tea leaves, so it needs to be infused into the hot water. And if you go online and watch a traditional tea ceremony, you'll see these movements, which I am kind of barely mimicking here, but it is really a beautifully, it really is like watching ballet. There are all kinds of traditions that happen in this. One of the things that's to say is, would you like another bowl? And you always say no. I've never seen anybody say, yeah, I'll have it. And then if there was somebody else that was going to drink after me, I said, please excuse me for drinking before you. So please excuse me for drinking before you. And then there's a moment where you just kind of acknowledge all the forces around you, all the things that bring you to this moment, the beauty of the world, and you drink. And if you're really at one with yourself, you hear music.
I don't think
I don't think so. But I bet you 6 might be. It is soft, okay. And one of the rules of the tea house in the 1500s was no weapons in the tea house. And in today's world, the rule is no phones in the tea house. This is a little bit different than the firing and timing. So at this stage, we would have a conversation about art, beauty, philosophy, basically things that make us feel right in the world. And I'm going to just put this up to the screen here because I've talked to you about this you can't quite see it. see, I can do it maybe this way. Yeah, so this is where when you're done drinking, there's always a little bit of tea remaining, and it goes right to that little, what's called a cha mari, that central part of the bowl, that little dip, little tiny dip, and it sits there so you can admire the color. And that's one of the great things about these black tea bowls is the beauty of the green against the black. You can see a little bit of powder on the lip that, of course, if I were a little bit more practiced, would never be there perhaps. But it's a beautiful color, really. You can see it on the side of the bowl. Let's see. You can see it there yet. I don't know if you can see that, but just a gorgeous green against black. The bowl itself, I'm very happy with its form and the way the glaze has worked. I'll bring some more bowls over from from the pieces we've just fired, and we'll take a look at them. We're going to appreciate it.
It's funny how much this reminds me of my interview for the adjunct.
Oh, really?
Trying to show.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, you may know if this is yours or not. Let me just show you a few of these. Here's a beautiful bowl. Look at the shape of that. I mean, the weight is just right. The shape is right. I don't know which, I think this might be Val or Robin or Tilde to show you the signature. Can anybody claim that? You can see the clay is nicely smoked at the bottom, but there's a color difference between the glaze and the clay, texture difference. This one has a lovely rough texture, and there's actually kind of an opalescent, there's a rainbow right there, a kind of rainbow. I don't know if that'll last or if that'll wash out, but it's a beautiful textured surface. Really feels like molten. It looks molten. It's a beautiful piece. Great result. So we're going to take that one and put it over. Looks good, the black against the blue. Sorry.
It looks nice.
I can claim it if nobody's claim it.
Funny, haha.
Okay, this one. Oh, this is Robin, I think. Robin, you sign yours cause. I don't know if you're still there, Robin, but this is your signature on here, Robin. And this is a lovely, look at the range of texture and color. And this is something that I'm noticing. There is a kind of rainbow effect there.
Cool.
There is some gloss, some matte, some kind of semi-gloss, some texture, some smooth. The clay you used was a smoother clay, so the glaze is expressing itself in a smoother way. You can see on the inside, you can see this breaking away of just these little spots of dark black gloss with matte. It's a gorgeous piece. I'm so happy we have really hit the target with this glaze. I'm really happy how it's expressing. Okay, we may be close to doing our last, but this one I think is, I think this might be Tilde's. It looks like your T on the bottom there. It's a little hard to see.
Yeah, that one's mine.
So this one's gotten, so it's thinner and it was probably on the top shelf, so it's a little glossier. But it does have some, it goes into the mat, especially on the inside. Really lovely, lovely effect. And yeah, it goes into some mats around the back and the front. So the front is a little bit glossier. And it's got a little hint of the texture. Are we done?
No.
Okay. 06 is down. So we're just about to do our last Raku reduction. Kind of sorry that it all comes to an end, huh? I say 4.5 hours, not enough. So we've had a little tea together, and if you look in the background there, there's your bowls waiting for your pickup tomorrow. We've got one more round to go here. We're getting ready. Yeah, let's move it all around again.
Thank you so